What's that smile about?
What are you smiling at?
Today happens to be National Smile Day.
Smiling's my favorite. And when you smile, it can make you or someone else feel better. Today is Smile Day.
There's that beautiful smile.
Is there anything that'll brighten your day more than someone flashing a big smile?
Grinning from ear to ear.
National Smile Day.
Hey, let's turn that frown upside down.
Say cheese.
Cheese! It's showtime!
Wake up! All right, happy National Smile Day, gentlemen.
Blah.
Come on, man. You guys have to be happy that we're back at work, right?
Got to come back to work after 3 days off, man. Come on. And plus, I'm sick.
I can't be grinning, man. I got like a mouthful of Oreo cookies.
Well, that's just nasty.
And you don't want to see me smile right now.
You got what?
Oreos.
Oh, yeah. Hey, the cake Oreos are better than I thought they'd be. I just kind of picked them up on a whim. Actually, not bad.
Okay, that's just nasty, too. All right, so it's also National Autonomous Vehicle Day.
Ain't no way.
National Autonomous
Oh,
Vehicle
come on. Make
Day.
up your mind. Are we supposed to get autonomous vehicles or battery vehicles?
Well, it's up to you.
It's hard to be autonomous when you're broke down out of energy on the side of the roof.
National Macaroon Day. Speaking,
It's Judge Day?
yeah, Judge Macaroon, yeah.
I thought you said McAdoo.
Yeah, no. Speaking Complete Sentences Day. National Save Your Hearing Day.
Huh?
Necrotizing.
Easy there.
Yeah, well,
That's what you're saying. Easy.
I can't even say that word, okay? And not because it's wordy dirty, because I don't know how to say. Necrotizing Facetious Day.
Now, I understand
Awareness
facetious.
Day.
I understand the facetious part, but
Yeah.
the necro,
Yeah, that sounds nasty.
If you look at the word facetious and how it's spelled, and this one's in Gaelic writing.
Yeah.
So, it's like, what is that? Anyway, it's also National Utah Day.
Utah.
We're celebrating Utah?
Utah.
So it's Mormon Day.
Like Johnny Utah, the great quarterback?
We loved Johnny Utah, man. That boy could surf, too.
I'm telling you. Well, he learned how to surf eventually.
Yeah, and he was real good. He jumped out of airplanes.
I was going to say, he learned how to skydive pretty quick when they threw him out of the airplane, too.
Boy, you'll sink or swim.
He's a quick study, that one.
All righty, guys and gals. Today is Tuesday, May 31st, last day of May. Hope everybody had a safe Memorial Day weekend. It was a long one.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, too.
Oh, yeah? What was so crazy in your life there, Doc Bryce?
No, it wasn't crazy in my life per se. Just the headlines alone was crazy.
Do tell, because I tuned out.
Yeah, I did, too, until I came in and was doing show prep, and I was like, ugh, all this stuff is going on.
A bunch of it is troubling, and then, because I did the same thing, I started looking at headlines, because that's what we do. A bunch of it's troubling, but a bunch of it is also blown slightly out of proportion.
Well, get this. Just over the weekend alone, right? Over 72 hours, more than 300 shooting incidences across the U.S.
Yeah, again, one of those things that was blown extremely out of proportion. Now, every shooting is a bad one, all right? And I definitely understand that. However, most of those shootings occurred also in the heaviest gun-controlled areas of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where gun control is fanatically imposed.
Just over the weekend in Chicago, 40
Yes.
people shot.
And we're talking about a town with the strictest gun laws in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Between them and New York, it's a toss-up who's got stricter gun control laws. I'm only going to go slightly on the record here, and we're not going to beat this thing to death because I'm sure everybody's heard more than they want to about it as it is. Again, I can't say this often enough. If you outlaw guns, only outlaws will have guns. If you make bread illegal, the people that are still holding bread when it's said and done are going to be outlaws. I'm not comparing guns to bread, but I am comparing law against law.
Well, look at prohibition.
Exactly.
What did that do?
It's a systemic problem that does need a solution. I don't have the solution. I can sit here and complain just like everybody else about the problem. But at the same time, I don't have a solution for you. I've seen several suggestions, and some of them are noteworthy and some of them are stupid. All right. Well, there's just that, and which way to go. We want to keep, I've got kids in school systems all across America. All right. Bottom line, my grandkids are in school systems, all nieces, nephews, grandchildren, cousins. I've got family in school systems all across America. I've got family that goes to grocery stores all across America. There's no good answer for all of this. And I wish there was, and I wish I had the answer, but I don't.
Well, then you throw in the fact that we lost some people over the weekend from fatalities, just carelessness, and, just not paying attention and not being safe. And unfortunately, those people are not rejoining us this Monday either.
And again, tomorrow's not promised.
No, it's not.
And God has a plan, and I'm not smart enough to know what that plan is. Somebody wants to enlighten me, come on down.
Well, God will let you know when it's your time to know.
When he calls me home, I will be on my way.
And then you'll be enlightened in all the things that you have questions for.
Absolutely. Amen to that. All right, guys, gals, we got to go ahead and take a quick pause for the cause. You guys hang out, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back on the round table, brought to you each and every weekday morning by our buddies out at the Flaming Pig Barbecue. We'll be letting you know where you can get some of that Flaming Pig goodness, a little later. As soon as I figure this out, hoping that my dear friend Clifton is feeling a whole lot better. Haven't heard from him yet this weekend, so I don't know. Anyway, so hope he's doing fine. We're also brought to you by the Flaming Pig. Let's see. Apparently they're going to be out at the First Friday.
Hey, there you go.
So, that'll be coming up this Friday, June 3rd. Now I know what's going on with the Flaming Pig. All right, we're also brought to you by Everybody's Antiques down in El Dorado. Their anniversary sale is coming up this weekend, June 3rd and 4th. Be a great time to get down there and shop their 31,000 square feet. 120 vendors, man. They did a whole bunch of stuff for you to look at Everybody's Antiques down in El Dorado. Stories, floor, and carpet. First Choice Family Care. Washita County Medical Center's Chemical Dependency Unit. Mitch Lowe's Body Shop. SAU Tech. And Cap Bun Rural Health. See, I moved my list upstairs to update it last week, and I did not bring it back down. So
that's a pretty good list, though.
Well, hey, people
it's a very
love us.
Distinguished list.
People love us, so there you go.
Not many people can say they're a sponsor for the Roundtable.
No, but if you would like to say yours,
absolutely.
Call Kelly or myself. We hook you up.
And it won't take long at all.
No, we spend your money faster than you can.
Oh, don't say it that way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? All right. Doc Bryce, your yard looks great, man. What happened? Did you get a wild hair?
I was busy this weekend.
He tagged somebody in and got some helps. What happened?
Actually, I got a bunch of trees that are coming down at the end of the week, too.
Yeah, I hear that. One of our new sponsors, old sponsors, is going to be out there handling that business for Doc Bryce.
I thought one of them already came down. That was the problem.
No,
well,
it was
it's
decapitated.
just a portion of it.
Oh,
yeah,
I got you.
yeah, just a little off the top. A little off the top there.
Yeah, but that trim wasn't near good enough. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the thing, around here is the trees, they're tired.
Yeah. They're beautiful, but a lot of them be coming down.
Yeah, that's going to really stink, too, because that's a lot of shade that's over the house. It keeps the house cool.
You're just going to have to suck it up.
And with those trees gone, I'm not going to have that shade anymore. And, of course, the sun's going to be bearing down on the house. And
Would you rather have a limb through the roof?
well, it's kind of like one of those things, it's like, wow, man, my electric bill was normally, $96 a month, and it shot up to $122, and I live alone. And I shouldn't be paying over $100 for an electric bill living alone. And my gas even went up from $28 to $44. And I live alone.
You preach to the choir, okay? I ain't lived alone in years.
Yeah,
so,
Well, it's different when you got 5 other people in the house with you.
the bill still has to be paid. So.
Well, it still has to be paid, but anything I can do to help keep the house cool and the AC not run as much and not have to use as much gas. The only thing I'm using gas for right now is heating the water. That's it. And it went from 28 to 44.
Well, there's only 2 people to blame on this, Doc, because if you live alone, nobody else is messing with your utilities or anything.
Right.
The only other person to blame is the guy sitting up there in the White House that's allowing all this crap to happen.
Oh, no, I blame Russia.
Oh.
Yeah, Putin. It's Putin who did all this.
Well, if he quit putting on your parade, everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Huh?
That
So
Biden guy up there.
So you're the one out there sipping the Kool-Aid. I see.
Yeah, so the Biden president guy, yeah, he's great. He's doing everything that he can to help us. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, yeah, we are moving.
So I hear crickets over there, huh? No sarcastic remarks?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
My brain vapor locked when you.
I was just like, we're going to let him flounder.
If it weren't for Biden, I wouldn't have these problems.
Speaking of floundering, Cardi B got to watch a yacht sink. Y'all see
Was it
that?
hers?
No. She was on her yacht in the pool,
Okay.
watching as somebody else's yacht sank.
She make a
Why
song
do you
about
have
it?
a pool on a yacht? I never understood that.
If you don't like swimming with the sharks,
Sharks would be a problem. I could see that.
See, I got an issue with sharks, but
I'm not sure I'd want to go out there on a yacht around the sharks, though. I mean,
as long as I'm on the boat, they're pretty fishy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of sharks and floundering, did y'all hear about Derek Ruscin?
No.
Yeah.
Should I have?
Well, Ruskin and Zach, they have a show on Fox Sports.
Oh, all I saw on Facebook was that they're going to give him a little extended vacation, some time off air.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He went off on Michael Turner.
Who's Michael Turner?
He's I guess he plays for the Razorbacks. He was going on about he's a catcher. And so he was going on about how
I don't think his name is Michael Turner. Maybe.
it
Yeah,
says,
the catcher's been catching some heat from the Razorback backstop has been catching some heat, pardon the pun, here lately.
Well,
he
we
went
were
off
supposed to bring the heat, right?
Yeah, something like
that's
that.
a baseball term, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the catcher's
Yeah,
job.
I'm in
but,
the know.
the radio guy, he's not supposed to, rip the guy apart. But he was going on about how he sucks. And he shouldn't even be out on the field. He's a disgrace. And he should never even put on an Arkansas uniform again.
Wow.
He says, quote, "You're a disgrace, Michael Turner. You're a disgrace, and you should not wear that uniform again. You know why you're losing? Because you're a loser, and you're the catcher because you're a loser, and you're in charge of the whole thing on the infield." And
All right, wait. This is a hog that he's talking about?
Yes.
Or that goes to ASU?
No, University.
University of Arkansas?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So a student.
Yes.
yeah,
So a child.
Probably under 21. He might be 21, 22.
but anyhow,
What's his name?
Michael Turner.
No, the moron that decided to call him out.
Derek Ruskin.
All right, and he's been fired?
No, he's just on extended leave.
Suspended.
Oh, I see. Because, yelling about somebody's kids, that's cool, right?
Super ultra cool. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I understood.
there's a fine line. When you're bashing a politician, that's one thing. That's an elected official.
I understand there's somebody's kid too.
Right,
but,
but we're talking
they kind of
about-
signed up for that.
Yeah, but we're talking about the position that they hold as an elected official. We're criticizing their performance and their policies and stuff. And when you're talking about sports, maybe like pro sports, you can get away with being a little.
Yeah,
they get paid.
That's my point entirely.
Right,
okay?
because they're paid.
And I understand somebody out there saying, well, he's getting quote unquote paid because he's probably on scholarship. Although a lot of baseball players, NCAA, aren't on scholarship.
I'm sorry, he's still a child in school.
No, I agree. I'm not saying that Ruscin should have done it whatsoever.
Now, I'm not saying he's a good ball player. I don't know him.
Yeah, again, it would be fair to criticize the performance some.
Well, yeah,
and say, look, we've got to solve our problem at catcher.
You can't be that dad sitting in the Little League park saying, yo, dude, you suck.
All right.
Well, that'd be like, doing Cardinal baseball. Or any kind of
Kelly Blair on the sideline.
Easy.
Yo, dude.
that would
Kelly
be like
Blair would never do that.
Kind of high school game, or sitting there calling on the radio a little league game. I mean, they're kids.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a level of criticism that you apply based on age.
Well, it's supposed to be constructive criticism at this point.
Yeah. But I mean, if we're talking about like professional players, that's like completely different.
Oh yeah. Gloves come off, man. I mean, once you start making $1 million a game for what you're doing, okay, you better have thick skin.
Yeah, and especially
in college age kids have to have thick skin, but it doesn't need to cross the line into getting personal and all that.
That was pretty harsh.
That's more my point than anything else. Is these are not professional athletes as of yet.
Yep.
And that's one of those lines.
And last but certainly not least, the catcher is not the only problem that the Razorbacks have had. Why he would focus in on that one area is
provided
ludicrous.
The catcher is catching most of the balls that are thrown his way.
Most of them, yes. Misses one every once in a while. But, the catcher's not the only one on the team that hadn't been hitting better than an old washwoman, or something.
What about the pitcher? I mean, you got to have a good pitcher to get the outs, right? You can't just have a pitcher up there, letting every batter come up and get a home run.
Yep. The whole team is pretty much stunk here in the last couple of weeks. They've gone 2-6 down the stretch going into postseason, and that's not all because of one catching position.
Yeah, and being as we're on this, didn't the Hogs do really well the last couple of years in baseball?
Oh, yeah, really well, and which is why everybody is losing their mind.
That set the bar, way up here. So, now we're not allowed to drop a game.
Right.
Or have a bad week.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's blame it on the coach. It's the coach's fault.
Well, yeah, I mean, we pay him. That moron needs to do his job.
See, now that guy you can criticize.
Well, he didn't even show up one day.
Exactly. You see this?
He got sick. I don't know if he was abducted by aliens.
How you going to yell at the kids when the coach won't even show up?
Yeah.
See, now I can get on that bandwagon.
Yeah, and my only problem with Dave Van Horn missing a game is I don't think they ever came out and said why he missed. It was apparently medical related, but it's like, oh yeah, well, he must have had something going on. He just didn't make it. He's in a very public place. I mean,
it's tough, all right, but as a professional broadcaster, this guy knows better.
You would think, but
I mean, it's real easy to get caught up in the heat of a moment, and it's real easy to let your mouth overload your butt. However, we are actually trained to not allow our mouths to overload our butt.
This guy's getting in trouble for big stuff. We get in trouble for little stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, but when we get in trouble for the little stuff, a lot of the times it's on purpose.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, let's go with that, all right? Yeah.
I'm thinking the last two was accidental. We didn't know.
There is that, but, I mean, we knew we were pushing it as it was, so. That's neither here nor there. I'm not talking about us.
Well, because we're past we passed our punishment.
Let's see. There was a birthday
We both got
request.
smacked on the hand for that.
Yeah,
That hurt.
There was a birthday request that came in. Let me get to that. Oh, Rebecca Parker's celebrating a birthday today. I hope I'm not too late on that one. I was told she was going to be in the car around 7:30, and I'm sorry. Every now and again,
Catch it on the podcast.
My mouth does run.
Oh, and I'm out of Facebook jail, so the Facebook Live feed is back up.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, that'll last about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
At least until the end of the day.
You give him a lot more credit than I do. Anyway, happy birthday, Ms. Rebecca. Bex is celebrating, and Mama checking in for her.
That's pretty cool.
So let's see. What else we got going on? Locally, coming up, the Memorial Day or the Memorial Marble Run is coming up this weekend out at the Razorback Shack.
Ooh. Okay.
This is
not Memorial Day.
no,
but
it's the Oakley Nemo Memorial Marble Run.
Gotcha.
It's a memorial thing.
Yes,
It is a memorial thing.
You know, I mean, one of the tragic stories of our little town, and at the same time, you know, one of the bravest, you know, biggest guys I ever met, Oakley Nemo.
Okay.
I mean, you know, he was just a pillar for me. A lot of inspiration. There we go. That's the one thing that I guess I want to say. I mean, kid was tough. Anyway, the second annual Oakley Nemo Memorial Marble Run is June 4th. Everybody's invited. They're going to do a auction and a raffle and a bake sale, and they're going to have barbecue plates and T-shirts, and, you know, it's just going to be a whole lot of fun. And all the proceeds for this are benefiting Arkansas Children's Hospital.
Very cool.
So, yeah, I mean,
That sounds like a fun time.
it's going to be, and, you know, I hear tell, you know, even Doc Bryce might put in an appearance.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe play a little music or something like that.
We got First Friday coming up.
First Friday is coming up. Let's see. I saw something about that a minute ago. What did I see?
The one thing I noticed is that they're going to have a new vendor out there.
At First Friday?
Yes. And you know what they're doing?
Huh.
They're renting out campers.
For First Friday?
Well, no, the new vendor. That's what they do. They do RV
like
rentals.
RV rental.
Yeah, like camper trailers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, ooh, and they'll have one out there that you can walk around and, you know, check out and everything. So, I mean, if you want to, like...
Can I borrow the keys?
Oh, but I mean, you know, if you want to...
You know, I can be trusted.
If you want a glamour camp instead of, you know, doing it the old-fashioned way with a tent, that way you got a shower to shower off when you get out of the lake or the river after you float. Or you want to run that air conditioner, you know, when it's just too hot outside and the mosquitoes are biting.
If you're Doc Bryce and you're whining about all of your utility bills.
Yeah, there you go.
What? That's the campground. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, well, no, exactly. You know, that's what you need to do. Get you an RV, dude.
This is the guy who brought an air conditioner to a tent when we were doing the Star Spangled.
Dude, it was hot.
Yeah, it wasn't hot. It was humid.
I didn't say I'm not very appreciative. I stayed in the tent all day long.
Just bring one. I brought two.
God, it was killer.
You know, well, you know, maybe we need to do that again this year.
It looks like it could come in handy. Looks
Yeah,
like it's going to be a scorcher.
We need a hospitality tent sponsor
Yes.
for this year. So yeah,
I've-
Doc Bryce, get working.
I vote Flaming Pig.
They do a great job with catering, but we need like a tent sponsor, like Budweiser or somebody like that.
I see. I got
Miller
you.
Lite. Miller Lite.
Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. Yeah.
You know,
They'll
I mean,
sponsor it.
Can we get one of those tents that you just
they
kind of?
sponsor everything.
I know.
you
That's what I'm saying.
Can we get one of those tents where you just kind of chunk it out there on the ground and then hook it up to an air supply and it goes foof and it like turns into
a
a house?
bouncy house.
Yeah.
I like that. Might be a little hard eating your barbecue that way. Whatever. Yeah. So, First Friday coming up this Friday. And then the Oakley Nemo Memorial Marble Run. And what else have we got going on, Doc?
Honey just came out.
What?
Well, I'm glad he or she came out.
No. I was asking where I could find some local honey, to deal with sinuses and stuff. And come to find out, they haven't even pulled the first hive yet. So they just pulled the first hive this weekend. And so all the beekeepers are hitting me up saying, hey, I've got some fresh honey if you're looking for some honey for the season. Because if you do honey within the season, you don't get all that congestion and stuff like Kelly has right now.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to say, Doc?
I'm trying to say...
You need a honey.
You need some honey, buddy.
Doc Bryce is offering to be your honey.
No.
Y'all so cute.
No.
He was my +1 to that one show.
Hey, easy. I thought you were my +1.
Somebody was a +1.
Somebody, well, anyway.
No, he drove, so that makes me his +1.
There you go.
All right.
So I was the +1.
Glad we know who wears the pants in that relationship.
But then he bought me a drink, so what's that say?
Yeah, I bought him a couple of drinks before I took him home.
And now we're back up in the air with who wears the pants. Okay.
You can't get Doc and I together at the same concert because you should have seen us at the Tracy Lawrence, Clay Walker, all that kind of stuff. It looked like musical chairs going on down there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, are these your seats? Well, I'd rather sit over here on this side. Okay, well, you sit over there. I'll go to the row up front, and we ended up with an extra.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I did, and again, I did. It broke my heart. I couldn't make that one. So.
Well, the folks who got your tickets really loved it. I think they had a blast.
Good. Well, I'm glad. I did. That was the one thing that really bugged me more than anything else is I hate to see these tickets.
Yeah, don't let them go to waste.
You know what I mean? So, and sometimes finding somebody at the last minute, is difficult.
That has been difficult at times, but yeah, apparently not when Clay Walker and Tracy Lawrence and Tracy Bird are.
Well, guys, I've got some good news for you.
Nice, like good news.
Yeah, it's time for that annual story about how chubby dudes don't have to worry about their beach body.
There you go.
Somebody polled over 1,000 Americans ahead of summer and found that dad bods are still trendy. Oh, and sexy even.
Yeah.
Man, I've been training for this my whole life.
Well,
okay?
I'm right there with you. I'm just curious who actually did this.
70% of women, according to the survey, and 49% of men are fans of the dad bod. 3/4 of people define it as a guy who's still somewhat fit, but with a little extra padding.
Yeah, you know why the women are all behind that, right?
Well, because he's got a job.
Well, and don't look better than your lady. When y'all walk into a room, all eyes should be on her, not him.
Well, if that's what you're into, good news. There might be more dad bods out there than ever. 31% of men who have dad bods said that they developed it during the pandemic. Now, I'm still waiting on any stamp of approval for mom bods.
Oh, they're out there. They're out there.
Because I love mom bods.
Yeah, but my problem is all the good mom bods are in the 30s.
So Doc Bryce is a hater of older women now.
No.
Younger women.
It's a geographic thing.
Oh.
See, you have to understand, the mom bods that are around my age are married. No looky, no touchy. The ones that are available,
dude, the
are
ones
too
that
young.
are your age aren't mom bods, they're grandma bods.
Some of them haven't made grandma status
I'm
yet.
not lying because I'm your age. I know.
Here's where I keep my mouth shut.
Well, I mean, my ex.
I love you, honey, and you don't look like a granny, baby. I'm going to tell you still with you.
Well, it's like my ex. She's 49, but she's not a grandma yet.
Give Mikey a little time. Okay? What I hear, he's quite the ladies' man. So,
yes, he is the ladies' man.
It won't be
but
long.
I've just noticed in this town, though, that when it comes to mom bod that is accessible, it's going to be, for me, it's going to be something more in the upper 30s. But the thing is, I'm upper 40s, and that's just not going to work out. So this town sucks for dating.
That is Doc Bryce at YesRadioWorks.com. Please send all of your hate mail to Doc Bryce at yesradioworks.com.
Or if there's a 40-year-old that's desperate enough that wants, Doc is obviously available.
If you need to get hooked up, call the listener line.
So,
Doc Bryce
Elder
needs a date.
El Dorado.
870-836-9559. Go ahead and call us now.
We'll take highest bidder,
Listen, El Dorado thanks me for my business. Hot Springs thanks me for my dating life.
You know what? Maybe I should give away a pair of these tickets to anybody that'll take Doc Bryce out.
Doc likes long walks on the beaches.
And holding hands. Slow sunsets.
There you go.
All right. Well, you notice I offered up a pair of concert tickets and they won't even call for you.
I don't want to give away the keys to the kingdom, but if you buy Doc Bryce some Whataburger, he's yours for the rest of the night, ladies.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's like that cat that you feed warm.
No, it's not just a Whataburger. It's the Dr. Pepper milkshake.
There you go.
That's the keys.
All right, guys and gals, it is the round table. Thank God it's over. Brought to you each and every weekday morning by my buddies out at Flaming Pig Barbecue. They're going to be at First Friday this weekend, so make your plans now to attend First Friday and get you some of that good old Flaming Pig stuff. We're also brought to you by Everybody's Antiques. They are having their annual thing, their anniversary sale. That's what it is. June 3rd and 4th. So that's, Friday and Saturday?
Yep, sounds pretty close.
Friday and Saturday. June 3rd and 4th, the anniversary sale. 120 booths, 31,000 square feet, corner of Bradley and West Hillsboro and El Dorado. We're brought to you by Stories Floor and Carpet. First Choice Family Care. Ouachita County Medical Center's Chemical Dependency Unit. Mitch Lowe's Body Shop. SAU Tech. And by Cabin Rural Health Services. Lots of stuff going on this weekend. Don't forget to make your plans to attend all of it.
There you go.
Just make it a day. Gas is back down to what? $4.79 a gallon or whatever.
Still $4 and something, but
you going to let that keep you at home? I am. No, I am getting out and about, man. I am going and having some fun this week.
Well, this is what you do. Instead of getting out and then going somewhere and eating lunch, and eating out for lunch and then, doing your thing and then eating out for supper on your way in and all that. Get you a peanut butter sandwich, at the house before you head out.
Call it a picnic.
There you go. And you've made up what you were going to spend, for gas.
All right, guys and gals, we have got to get through this top of the hour stuff. Doc Bryce, what you got, baby?
Man, I got Glenn Beck coming up.
All right, we've got, stuff and things.
Oh, we got to get the podcast up, too. So, you got the podcast for Remember When?
With Uncle John.
If you missed that, of course, you got the podcast for Trivia Tracks with Bryce Robertson. Then you got Doc Bryce Morning Mayhem podcast. And this segment right here, its own podcast. And be sure to click the like button. We need those likes. So the algorithm will help us get boosted up.
There you go.
Yeah, because we don't want to pay for this stuff.
No, we just want to move up to the front of the line.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got to get through this. Y'all hang out on this side, and we'll be back.
News Talk 92, KBEU Beer Den.
I'm sorry, can you clarify that last sentence for me?
That means the news and talk of South Arkansas on News Talk 92, KBEU.